Hi there and welcome back. I'm sorry I've been missing in action for a couple of weeks. I had a really bad setback in my exhaustion and my body and mind had to take a break from everything but work and sleep for a couple of weeks. But I'm back. And today I thought I'd show you a technique that I've tried out on a piece of tissue paper that I did some jelly printing on, because I intend to use this in collage. And since I can't get a hold of like Daddy Vans or stuff like that here in Sweden, I a while ago bought raw linseed oil and figured I'd give that a try. So here is an ordinary tissue paper, and you see it's semi see-through, nothing special. Here is a tissue paper coated in linseed oil, and this feels dry. It has a little bit of different textures. It's almost a little bit like plastic. I haven't tried to glue this down to anything yet, but I don't think it will be a problem. I will try that and come back to you with the results of that. But this was my try piece, one of the tissue papers I didn't really love. So I'm just going to show you how I do it. I have a container here and some linseed oil. I just squirt some linseed in my container oil, and I have this brush that has been dubbed to only be for oil, so it's for this technique only. So I just dunk my brush in it, and then I go to town rubbing this in. And it might be easier to do with a sponge brush or anything. I just had this. That got to be the brush for this. And it goes pretty fast. The drying time for this is pretty long. I think I had this up for drying for about a week to get to this super dry state, which for me is not a problem. I do these things in batches, so for me that's not a biggie. So I make sure I coat everywhere I want it to be see-through. And this is not printed all over, so that's why I'm not going all over the paper. Then I just take tissue paper and just wipe off any excess oil. Then I turn it over and do the same thing. And the oil seems to seep through the tissue paper, so it doesn't take as much oil to do it on the other side. And then I just go over it a couple times to get rid of excess oil. And it seems to make the paper a little bit more sturdy for some reason, which is interesting. And here you go. Compared to, let's check this corner. This is almost all see-through. It's like a foggy see-through. So gluing this down should be super cool. And on this one, I was a bit more liberal with the oil because I didn't know. On this one, I was a little more conservative, putting down the oil. So it's not super, I can feel, as you can see, my fingers, maybe. There is some oil on them, but I just hang these up on the side of one of my shelves and let them dry, and after about a week you feel it's good to go. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoy and got inspired, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!